Hi, I'm attorney Bill Bronchick, and in this lesson I'd like to teach you the reverse assignment. What is a reverse assignment? Well, it's actually like a backwards assignment, and if you use the parties A, B, and C, A and B have a contract, B has the right to buy, A has the right to sell, so B assigns his right to buy to C, and C closes directly with A. That's a regular assignment. That's a standard assignment. You're probably familiar with that. A reverse assignment is particularly appropriate when you have a sandwich lease option and your end buyer, C, is going to go get a loan, and that lender says, wait a minute, title is in A's name, it's not in B's name, and we're not going to fund that loan. And of course, B doesn't want to come in the middle and have to fund the purchase price from A so he can resell it to C. So it works something like this. A, B, and C. So what we have here is A is the owner of the property, B would be you, and C would be your tenant who's going to buy it from you. So you have an agreement, let's say, with A, that you have an option to buy it for, let's say, $90,000. And let's say you planned on reselling it to your tenant under an option agreement for, let's say, $120,000. So let's say there's a $30,000 spread to be made here between the purchase price from A and the resale to C. Now, instead of the assignment, the normal assignment where you assign your contract with A to C and let C close with A, what we're going to do is a reverse assignment. What we're going to do is we're going to cancel the agreement between A and B. Step one. Step two, B's agreement with C for $120 will be assigned backwards to A so that A and C close at the $120,000 price. And therefore, there's only one closing between C and A at $120, and that extra $30,000 would go to you, B, at closing. Now, I know you're already thinking, what if A screws me and doesn't give me the $30,000? That's where we have a couple of protections built in. In exchange for you canceling the contract with A on the $90,000 and assigning the contract with C to A, and then giving basically A a contract for $120,000, what we're going to have to do here is get a note from A, and that note is for $30,000. So at closing, you have a promissory note from A that is going to pay you that $30,000. Now, again, what if A manages somehow not to pay you or something like that? Well, we can take it one step further and actually put a mortgage or deed of trust on the property for that $30,000. And then at closing, we get paid off as a lien holder for $30,000. Now you're probably wondering, of course, why would A go along with this? Well, A wants his property done. Well, what if A gets greedy and sees, wait a minute, you're going to make 30 grand? Well, you're right. You might have to cut A in for 5 or 10 grand of that net profit in order to get him to play ball if he really resists. So again, the reverse assignment. A and B have an agreement for 90, B and C have one for 120. You cancel the agreement with A, assign your agreement with C back to A closes directly with C, and you get the difference through a note and maybe even a mortgage lien on the property. This is Bill Bronchick, and I hope you enjoy and use the reverse assignment.